What are your thoughts? What are you laughing at? Have you started? Mentally Fit EP is a group of people on the Eyre Peninsula who are passionate about creating a mentally fit and connected community. They raise mental health awareness, break down barriers, reduce stigmas, connecting people to each other and relevant services, and they respond to the current needs of our community. They do this by delivering courses, running events, and having real human conversations.
Obviously we're both passionate about mental health, which is why we applied for the position. And so TACSI really believe in what Mentally Fit EP are doing across the Eyre Peninsula, and they wanted to get behind and future-proof things that are already working and what our community and Mentally Fit EP do so well.
Our intentions at the start were to go out into the community and really talk to people, and then COVID-19 happened and that made it a little bit trickier, but we made it work. Lucy, what are your experiences with this project?
Where to begin?
I guess this project is really a great example of my passion for projects that are led by people with lived experience, which is fantastic. And my experience with this project has been that we found great people. So Sarah and Joe, you're such a good fit for this project and you work really well together, which has been fantastic. You two have produced so much useful information and assessment of Mentally Fit EP, what it does, what it is, and what it could be in the future. And you've really taken, I think one of the most valuable things is you've taken what is often in Lane and Emma and Joe's head and you've been able to write that down. And that's a huge part of sustainability and future-proof succession planning, and making sure that this way of working that is doing so well and making such a big difference can be handed over to people who are new to the team so that it can continue over generations. The point we're trying to get across is that people who are delivering services should be working in partnership with the people that they're providing services to.
Oh yeah, the actual procedure of TACSI, like how nothing makes sense at the beginning and you literally are like, but I know nothing about this project and I don't know how to help you find solutions. They have a very unique way of sort of making you discover things and answer your own questions, and you learn so much, but it's so much grey area. That is so unique to them.
Absolutely. Constantly being in the grey.
Yeah.
Not knowing what's ahead.
Yeah. But somehow you get to the end of the project and you're like, how did we even get here? And you have all the answers that you needed. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, I guess it's getting rid of our assumptions and actually asking the community. My advice to people that want to work in mental health in more innovative ways would be to get rid of your assumptions. Any assumptions that you have, put them to the side, test them perhaps, but that's one thing that I found really, really challenging.
Definitely.
So just to remind yourself to always test or remove your assumptions first. With mental health, working in this kind of way is really important and is going to be really beneficial in the future by asking people with lived experience what they want, what they need, what's worked for them and what hasn't worked for them. I think they're the voices that are going to lead to some really positive changes.
And obviously a huge part of Mentally Fit EP is the Take Charge of Your Life course that they run. It's free, it's for the community. But the point of Mentally Fit EP is that it exists to stop people from getting to that crisis point, because our hospital system isn't equipped to deal with it properly. And so let's get people's mental health in check and see the mental illness decline. So when we talk to Emma, Lane and Joe, they constantly talk about how their work is evolving because, like you just said, it's about the needs of our community. So, are farmers going through a drought? Has there been a local suicide? Is there something happening with the schools? Do mums need more support? There's just so many different people that they advocate to and for, and that's been really eye-opening as well.
Yeah.
Because mental illness doesn't discriminate, it affects a lot of different groups of people.
Absolutely. It's been a real learning curve for me. I felt very fortunate to have applied to work on this project and been given this opportunity. It's really exciting to be working in these innovative ways of mental health, and listen to the voices of people with lived experience and be able to be a part of this positive change that hopefully will evolve from this kind of style of working. What surprised me the most was probably the whole West Coast Youth and Community Support company as a whole. They have so many things that they deliver and offer, and I just think it's so amazing. Everybody that works here does so much and are really hard workers. To see all the work that everybody does and contributes is really awesome.
What I love about Mentally Fit EP is it helps the people who need it at the time. So it's not about, telling people, pigeonholing them into a 12-week wait or things like that. It's like, this is what's going on. How can we support these people now while they need it? So that ability to be responsive creates such a bigger purpose as well. Mm-hmm. Community driven, it can be so strong and so responsive, and I just hope that we never lose that. Yeah, it's not about just our community thriving, it's about everyone having a go.
When I was a teenager, I felt really misunderstood. I was really angry, and I especially wouldn't open up to counsellors. Like, what would they know, right? As far as I was concerned, they were paid to show me compassion, and they didn't understand me or relate to what I was going through, and it was really inauthentic to me. Because of that, I was less likely to share what I was actually going through, and I really didn't want to talk to them. But this project, being driven by people with lived experience, makes it personal and relatable and valuable and different. It's not a one-size-fits-all fix. We're all in this together. And what's really valuable about Sarah and I working on this project is we both have lived experience with mental illness. We come from a place of knowing what it's like and also accessing the services. And what we've contributed to this project comes from a place of passion and purpose and wanting a mentally fit future for our community, and that's what Mentally Fit EP is already working towards.
I think Mentally Fit EP has a really strong brand on the Eyre Peninsula and beyond, and we just need to find sustainable ways to continue what they are already doing.
Exactly. That's good. Well, we've had fun with this project.
We've had fun. Working from the office, we've worked from our homes, we've worked from the couch, from our bedrooms, from our home office, from our car.
Thanks, COVID. Yeah. We've travelled a little bit around.
Definitely. We've done work from Commons and we've done work from Port Lincoln, and we've reached out to people from other communities on the Eyre Peninsula.
Yeah, and we've interviewed some really interesting people as well, like funders, people who have participated in Take Charge of Your Life courses, as well as people who've actually invited Mentally Fit EP into their businesses to chat to their staff because they think mental health is so important.
So we've documented our conversations onto what is called a journey map, and it's made it really clear the story that the person's telling when we interview them, and being able to take little quotes and important pieces of information and cluster them into different themes has been really beneficial. And that's, I guess, a really simple way to turn conversations into data.
Yeah, to learning a lot about Mentally Fit EP.
Yeah.
Like, we had to learn about their vision statement, like the things that they believe in and strive for, and yeah, we had to learn the ins and outs of like where their funding comes from, how they apply for grants, like what do their days look like, who does their social media, everything about their brand, and then to even attending events ourselves to learn more about them actually delivering these services to our towns.
So a few things that Mentally Fit EP offer is counselling. They offer free Take Charge of Your Life courses, mental health first aid, deadly thinking courses,
workplace wellbeing talks.
They've got a really strong social media base. They help connect you to services, mental health week activities, campaigns, school holiday workshops, art workshops, community talks, meditation, school talks, mentally fit me school programs.
What else have you learned?
I've just enjoyed having conversations about mental health. I think seeing Emma and Lane and Joe, the way they work, they're so passionate.
Yeah.
They love it, and at the end of the day, they just want to help someone.
Yeah.
I feel like from my own personal lived experience, I have some knowledge and understanding to offer that is really important with projects like this. And I really hope to help other people and the future of working in this way.
Good morning, Charlie.
Hello.
Hi.
Glad you're together.
Lucy. Are you in the office today?
In the office today.
This project is led by lived experience. So Joe and I both come from a background of lived experience with mental health, and I think it's really powerful to work in that way because we can relate to the audience, we can have these conversations and feel quite comfortable. I think it's really powerful to work with lived experience, whether it be working in mental health or any other work field.
Yeah, definitely. What's different about us working on this project compared to a professional is exactly that. We know what the people need.
Yeah.
Because we've been there.
Exactly. And I think there could be a lot of power behind professionals being in partnership with their customer base and with people with lived experience and learning from them and asking what they want so they can deliver useful services.
This project is driven by professionals partnering with those with lived experience who have accessed the services themselves. So Sarah and I had both actually done Take Charge of Your Life courses before, been to a couple mentally fit EP events, and we kind of knew what it was, but even still we didn't know what it was, and we feel like we're so much better educated in that department. Mm-hmm. So what we want you to take away from this whole project is that remember that Mentally Fit EP are here for you, that we are working towards a mentally fit and connected Eyre Peninsula where you feel empowered to take charge of your life. We're trying to prevent crisis from happening, so the best way we can do that is to educate, raise awareness and connect people. So hopefully the future's looking bright.
That was awesome. That was really good. I just hope that from this project we can take away what we've learned and implement those skills in the future with whatever work I hope to pursue. I think it's really opened some amazing doors for myself and Joe, and I hope it is a nice doorway to my future career in mental health.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.